Somebody's not feeling well. Nose is all warm. Since yesterday, I put his little guy with him, keep him company. But last night, the freaking Dickinson, I grabbed my 4 fuel tanks off the back of the boat, and one of them, brand new tanks, only put diesel in them. One of them got a nice leak going right there. Yeah, put my top back up. This cool little hook I found. It's a little anchor, works good for holding up my stairs. Anyway, I took these 4 tanks, and one of them had a couple of gallons in it, and I thought that was odd because I don't usually leave a couple of gallons in a tank. But I just assumed, well, I probably left some in there to prime the Raycor, because to get the transfer pump working, I got to prime the Raycor, and I just assumed that it was diesel, and I poured it in the tank, filled the day tank, lit the stove, had a nice chicken dinner going, and all of a sudden the stove wasn't working anymore. And we can't get to that darn carburetor right back in there without removing the whole damn thing. And it's all hard plumbed back there, copper lines, which is just freaking fabulous. I had it out, sat up here on the top of the sink, got it all cleaned out. It was just plumb full of water. My little hippie killer back here was full of water, so I drained that tank that's up here. There's a day tank up here, 4 gallons. I got it in a bucket now. That's the shit that came out of there. Beautiful. Anyway, so once I did that, I didn't think I'd have enough oil in there to make it through the night. So then there's a Raycor hiding down here, down there underneath that coolant jug I cut in half for catch container, and I drained it. It was full of water. And then there wasn't enough fuel in there to prime the transfer pump to move any fuel, so but somehow we made it through the night. Still warm in here. Managed to cook dinner. Didn't get to bed last night till like 10:30. But I got my trusty Super Sucker 2000, a couple of plastic containers, and right down here, pull this up, there's this guy, and that's a straight shot down to the lowest corner in the fuel tank. So I'm gonna open it up, and hopefully not a lot of water in there, but I'm gonna pump it out, and then I gotta clean the Raycor and put a new filter in it, but I think I got one somewhere right there. So I have another clean filter, but see if I can get this squared away. It's just what I wanted to do. Totally self-inflicted. I didn't like that gas can when I bought it. 3 out of the 4 are a different style, and I like them, but this one Tractor Supply I had it's got some funky super safety jackass lid on it, and obviously it lets water in. But I'll get that thing off, and then see if we can clean up this mess, and then go get some more fuel, which is at like 655 or some shit, 660 yesterday for diesel. Good Lord. These gas station owners around here, I know damn well that fuel that's in the ground has already been bought and paid for at a cheaper price. They're just gouging the shit out of us because they can. Fucking greedy fuckers. But it's the way it is. Trying to get the diesel mess cleaned up. Get the diesel out of my water, or the water out of my diesel. Keep an eye on this fuzzy character over here today. make sure he starts feeling better, I hope. Anyway, that's what we're doing. It's raining outside, totally sucks. So it's kind of nice to have something to do in here. But we got a bunch of cleaning supplies, some scrubby brushes, and some simple green. I'm gonna clean this whole area back here, get everything cleaned up, all the way down in there. That way I can get that rust off there, for one. And I'll probably have to go get some Ospo. As you can see, it leaks right there in the back, in the stern of the boat, which is coming from the drains for the hatches in the cockpit, which they use some really podunky fittings and hoses, so we'll have to fix that here at some point. But get some Ospo, get that shit dried out, get some Ospo on it, get some primer on there, and then I'll be able to get the battery box, the floor and battery box built back here, so get that stuff installed. Time's ticking. I want to be in the water sometime in April. Anyway, I'll keep posted. I'll make another update later.